which side effects is very important here? Parkinsonism. Okay, it's a big disturbance by these drugs. The other side effect, all CNS drugs, they can cause sedation. The other side effects not much important, very minor side effects. These drugs, they disturbing your motor system. The Parkinsonism, if you remember neurophysiology, this track, basal ganglia, cerebellum, the all other tracks, tectospinal, rubrospinal, olivospinal, many tracks there. So this all the system, including basal ganglia and cerebellum, this track system known as extra. There were two motor system. One pyramidal system, another system extra pyramidal system. Okay, extra pyramidal system. So basal ganglia system is the extra pyramidal system. Understand? Extra pyramidal system. So these drugs, the disturbing basal ganglia, it means they're disturbing extra pyramidal system. So side effect of these drugs known as extra pyramidal side effect. EPS system side effects. Understand? Extra pyramidal system. Extra pyramidal system side effects. Is similar to Parkinson disease. Extra pyramidal system side effects. Understand? That's why known as Parkinsonism also. Done? Extra pyramidal system side effects. So what the problem inside the Parkinson disease? In Parkinson disease, there were disturbance of, if you remember, the balance between dopamine and the balance between acetylcholine. Yeah, balance between dopamine and balance between acetylcholine. Understand? Balance between dopamine and balance between acetylcholine. So now these drugs doing what? It's your Parkinson disease. This was done before, yeah? In Parkinson disease, what's the problem? Dopamine action was decreased and acetylcholine action was increased. Last we done, yeah? So these drugs doing what? These drugs, they also decrease the antipsychotics. How they working? Antipsychotics is the real Parkinson disease. Your dopamine level, your dopamine is not there, yeah? Your dopamine is not there. Dopamine deficiency. Why? Because substantia nigra neuron damage. Understand? So antipsychotics doing what? Antipsychotics, they block dopamine receptor, not block dopamine. Must keep in mind, okay? They block dopamine receptor. When they block dopamine receptor, dopamine is already there. They block dopamine receptor. So this dopamine not able to attach with dopamine receptor. Antipsychotics block dopamine receptor. Understand? There's a difference between Parkinson disease and Parkinsonism. Okay. So in Parkinson disease, we giving levodopa, carbidopa, COMT inhibitor, monoamine oxidase inhibitor. These drugs, all these drugs, they were increasing dopamine because dopamine deficiency there. There was dopamine deficiency in Parkinson disease. Done? Clear or not? When you use antipsychotics drugs, they have no concern with dopamine. They're just blocking dopamine receptor. They're not going to decrease dopamine. Dopamine is still there. Just receptor block. Okay. No need to use levodopa here. No need to use UMT inhibitor here. Clear? No need to use aminoenzyme inhibitor here. If you increasing dopamine, it's still useless. Why? Because dopamine receptor is blocked. Understand? Dopamine receptor is blocked. So if you want to treat Parkinsonism induced by antipsychotics, the best option, anti-muscarinic drug. If dopamine receptor the function is decreased, you also can decrease the function of acetylcholine by using which drug? If you remember antipsychotic, anti-muscarinic, then
Benzotropine.
it's a very, very important concept. How you can treat Parkinson disease? Parkinson disease you can treat first by increasing dopamine, then also blocking muscarinic receptor. Yeah, there are two options. There were two options in Parkinson disease. So, but now, if Parkinsonism there, this condition caused by which drug? Antipsychotics. Yeah, antipsychotic they just block receptor. They have no concern with dopamine quantity. Dopamine is still there. Only problem the attachment problem. Yeah, so dopamine receptor occupied by antipsychotics. Clear? So in Parkinsonism, no need to use levodopa, useless. No need to use CMT inhibitor. Understand? No need to use CMT inhibitor. These drugs, no need to use. So we can go for benzotropine. Can go for benzotropine. So these drugs are anti-muscarinic. They can decrease acetylcholine also. If your dopamine action is decreased, you also decrease acetylcholine, then can level disturb? Level again same. You decrease both action, yeah? Understand? So anti-muscarinic trihexyphenidyl. It's a very, very important concept, okay? Not go for dopamine drugs. Not go for levodopa, carbidopa, tolcapone, androcapone, seleginine. Not go for other dopamine drugs, okay? Just go for anti-muscarinic trihexyphenidyl, trihexyphenidyl, benzotropine. This concept clear? Parkinsonism you can reverse by using benzotropine and trihexyphenidyl. Benzotropine and trihexyphenidyl. So these side effects known as EPS side effects. EPS, extra pyramidal system, yeah? Extra pyramidal system side effect, how you can treat by using anti-muscarinic. Okay, by using anti-muscarinic, benzotropine and trihexyphenidyl. Okay, very another important thing here, if you focus here, these drugs having two categories: high potency, low potency. Okay, high potency and low potency. High potency drugs. These high potency drugs they're doing what? High potency drugs they having more extra pyramidal side effects. High potency drugs. The low potency drugs, they are not producing the side effect like this. The extra pyramidal side effects are little, less. They are producing more. Why? This is one reason. If you remember, alpha receptor block, histamine receptor block, muscarinic receptor, they also go for muscarinic receptor. If you remember, yeah, 5 receptor there. Clear? High potency drugs, write this word here, they weakly go for AMA receptor. So they have weak action on muscarinic receptor, yeah? They have weak action on muscarinic receptor. What the balance here? Balance between dopamine and acetylcholine. They decrease, of course, they are strong, they decrease dopamine action, yeah? They decrease acetylcholine, but they weakly. They're not strong anti-muscarinic, okay? They're not strong anti-muscarinic, so they're doing what? They're not decreasing acetylcholine. So they're producing extra pyramidal side effect more. Understand? So Parkinsonism due to high potency drugs, they're producing more side effects like this. How about this? Low potency drug. Low potency drugs, these drugs are strong anti-muscarinic. Low potency drugs are strong anti-muscarinic. If they are strong anti-muscarinic, listen here carefully, they also decrease dopamine, they also decrease acetylcholine. Any problem? If they decrease both sides, again same thing. If you block one this receptor, you also block muscarinic receptor same time. Any balance shift? No. Balance again same, equal. They also decrease dopamine, they also decrease acetylcholine. No problem with basal ganglia. So it's mean low potency drug, they are strong. Write a certain sentence here. If antipsychotic is strong antimuscarinic, if antipsychotic is strong antimuscarinic producing, if antipsychotic is strong antimuscarinic producing very less EPS side effect. This is very clear. How? Because they block dopamine also, same time they block muscarinic receptor also, is they also decreasing acetylcholine action. So same time. So balance not shift. Okay. So low potency drug, they're producing less extrapyramidal side effects, but they're producing a lot of alpha side effect, a lot of histamine side effect, a lot of muscarinic side effect, other side effects also there. Strong high potency drug. Another sentence. If antipsychotic is weak anti-muscarinic producing high extrapyramidal side effect. Understand? These two sentences clear? So if these drugs, they just decrease dopamine but not decrease acetylcholine because they are weak. So this is still high. So it disturbs the balance between dopamine and acetylcholine. Yeah. So then it lead to extrapyramidal side effect. So high potency drug, the low potency drug, this group low potency, this group high potency. Understand? High potency drug. Here, focus now. High potency drug, these drugs weakly go for muscarinic receptors, mean they are weak antagonist for muscarinic receptor. Low potency drug, they are stronger and antagonist at anti-muscarinic at muscarinic receptor, so they're producing less extrapyramidal side effect. Understand? So high potency, there's a difference between high potency and low potency drugs. High potency and low potency drug. Examiner sometimes ask which drug is producing a lot of side effects. For example, if they're giving haloperidol, fluphenazine, trifluridine, these drugs they're producing more extrapyramidal side effects. Chlorpromazine, thioridazine, promethazine, they're producing less extrapyramidal side effects. Understand? This is clear? So extrapyramidal side effect. So if you want to give favor to high potency drug, because high potency drug they are weakly anti-muscarinic, yeah, anti-muscarinic action very weak. So you can support this drug by using which drug? Benzotropine. This benzotropine block acetylcholine, yeah. High potency already blocked dopamine, so both going down, so no balance shift. So that's why Parkinsonism produced by antipsychotic drug treated by anti-muscarinic drug. Okay, Parkinsonism produced by antipsychotic drug you can treat by using anti-muscarinic drug. Benzotropine, trihexyphenidyl. Benzotropine, trihexyphenidyl. Okay, done. Not go for levodopa, not go for CMT, so not go for those side effects. Okay, now move next one. Next thing. What are the excess parameter side effects? What are EPS side effects? Number one, if you start like these side effects depend upon days, week, month, and year. So when you start medication, like first few days, the first few days, they're causing what? Hours to days. That like just now we start. The first few days they're causing dystonia. Not change the sequence, okay? Dystonia first. What is dystonia? Neck stiffness. Patient feeling spasm of neck. The first like the stiffness, you know the in Parkinson disease having very stiff muscle, very spastic muscle. Yeah? Stiffness of the muscle. The neck stiffness, dystonia. Second, first dystonia, the stiffness, okay? The second, akathisia. Akathisia. Is in weak. Akathisia. Akathisia. Dystonia clear? Akathisia done? Akathisia. Month. Parkinsonism. Or it's now like Parkinson disease. Similar to Parkinson disease. Year. Tardive dyskinesia. Tardive dyskinesia. So we're having four extrapyramidal side effects. The first day, the few days, the patient start antipsychotic drug. First, dystonia. What is dystonia? It's a spasm of neck muscle. Spasm of neck muscle. Okay, neck muscle spasm. Dystonia. Sternocleidomastoid and trapezius. Sternocleidomastoid muscle of neck. Okay, so these muscles spastic. What is akathisia? Restless. This person, restless mean person sitting or again standing, standing, sitting, laying, standing, like this. Restless, just moving legs on like this. Okay, restless. Restless, using drug for week, within a month, these side effects. Parkinsonism, if you're using drug for a month, few months drugs, yeah, producing Parkinsonism. You can treat dystonia, akathisia, Parkinsonism. Which drug you use? Benzotropic. Your drug of choice, benzotropic. Another, trihexyphenidyl. Okay. These three side effects, dystonia, akathisia, Parkinsonism, you can treat by using benzotropic. Now come to this. What started dyskinesia? You know how frog catching fly? How frog catching fly? Tongue sleep outside and then catch fly. Is something like that. Fly catching movement of tongue. Fly catching movement of tongue. Same like frog. That patient doing this. Extraordinary lips movement and tongue movement. Okay, the facial muscle affected in tardive dyskinesia. Tardive dyskinesia is something irreversible. If you want to treat this side effect, if you're using medication, antipsychotic for a year, okay. So this side effect is very dangerous side effect. To treat this side effect, how you treat? Not use benzotropine. How you treat this side effect? Tardive dyskinesia, you must stop medication. Clear? Withdraw antipsychotics. This is the only treatment. Benzotropine will not work for tardive dyskinesia. Benzotropine will work for dystonia, akathisia, Parkinsonism. These three side effects, when you start the therapy, first, second, third, like 7 days, 1 week done, few days, just after starting therapy, dystonia, few weeks, akathisia, in a month, Parkinsonism. Not change the sequence, okay? The starting of therapy, dystonia. If you're using these antipsychotic for a year, tardive dyskinesia. Understand? These three side effects, dystonia, akathisia, Parkinsonism. How you can treat? By using antimuscarinic. Using antimuscarinic, okay? The antimuscarinic, dopamine balance disturb, the acetylcholine, you also can decrease acetylcholine basal ganglia, the balance again same. So you can treat dystonia, akathisia, Parkinsonism by using antimuscarinic, benzotropine and trihexyphenidyl. For tardive dyskinesia, you must withdraw antipsychotics. You must withdraw. Understand? You must withdraw antipsychotics. Stop medication. What are the first side effects you're treating? Parkinsonism. Okay, now come here. How you can treat prolactinemia? Dopamine receptor agonist. If you remember, bromocriptine, dopamine receptor agonist. Bromocriptine, dopamine receptor agonist. How you can treat hyperthermia? Cold blanket, 1. Next, dantrolene. Remember succinylcholine side effect, dantrolene. Next, also again go for bromocriptine. The problem disturbed now in hyperthermia. Why hyperthermia there? Hyperthermia because hypothalamus thermoregulation disturbed. Yeah. So thermoregulation disturbed because you block dopamine receptor. You stimulate dopamine receptor by using bromocriptine. So bromocriptine, dantrolene, cold blanket. You're treating here hyperthermia. Prolactinemia, using bromocriptine. Parkinsonism side effect, using which drug? Benzotropine. At what time Parkinsonism appear? When you're using medication for a month. Okay. For days, dystonia. For weeks, akathisia. Per month, Parkinsonism. Per year, tardive dyskinesia. Which side effect, EPS side effect, is not able to treat with benzotropine? Tardive dyskinesia. Last one. What the treatment option for tardive dyskinesia? Withdraw antipsychotic. Stop medication. Okay. It's enough for today class. These two side effects done. The remaining uses we will discuss tomorrow, inshallah. Okay, focus on these extrapyramidal side effects. Very, very important topic of antipsychotics. Okay.
Okay, sir.
See you tomorrow, inshallah.
See you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Allah Hafiz.
Oke.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, sir.